Hello. Am I loud enough? Do I sound okay? Am I okay, everyone? I'm starting it a little early. Cause why not? I think it should work. It should be working. I never know. I never feel like this is working. I never really do feel like I've done it correctly. But I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at the stream. Can you guys see me, chat? Oh, it is working. Hello, everyone. Top of the day to you. Hi everyone, especially new people. There's probably a bunch of new people here. Welcome to Apollo TV. It's so good to have you all here. I thought I would go live after the latest release and talk about a couple things and just chat with you guys a little bit. I thought that could be really exciting. Hello everyone. Hello. How's it going? Yeah, I thought we would chat a little bit, answer some questions here in a sec, kind of, see, I like doing this after a major release of a video, mainly because of like, A, it's awesome talking with you guys, but also I know for a fact that some people are new here, and also there's probably questions after the newest video, and because it's a connected universe of a big story happening, it's good to kind of sit down with you all and, chat about it and to kind of go, okay, what that was a lot. What happened? And we can kind of chat about it together and all that stuff. And that gets me excited. So we can all yap about it and see how we're feeling and if we're all good. So yeah, hello everyone. There's a lot going on. Yes, if you knew, this is my face. Hi, I've done a face reveal at least 20 times. I don't hide it. Hello, everyone. I didn't want to do like a face reveal. I thought it would be, too much. I'm so happy you guys all enjoyed the late. So yeah, how did you guys like it? Did you guys was it good? Did we enjoy the latest one? Maybe the last part wasn't like enjoyable per se, but like I hope you guys enjoyed it. So happy you all. Yeah, there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot going on. It was the best one. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of this one. It was such a good one to work on, and I love the story. I don't want to do too many spoilers, but I'm assuming most of you guys saw it. I just not going too into it, but I love the story of Sasha. Sasha was a really special story I wanted to tell, and I loved writing that story and Mariah bringing it to life and bringing her to life, and I just hope that worked for a lot of you guys and reached out to you guys in the way I was hoping for. Thank you guys so much for the kind words. I've noticed your channel has become a lot more storytelling style. I do enjoy the stories, but will you be making more trapping YouTuber style content? I mean, you guys just got a trapping YouTubers video. We just did one. Look, I think the biggest thing to know about this channel is it's all about storytelling. If you're here for the storytelling, and that's what we're about. But that doesn't mean we're not doing a blend of things. We are telling a story while also blending with the fun content of a trapping YouTuber's style video, where there's also authentic things happening and the creators are reacting to things authentically. And that is all great, and that is that's not going to go away. But if you're here, to be super honest, we're not going to be doing very YouTuber-y. I don't know if that makes sense. We're not going to be doing I spent 100 days in whatever type of video. We're here to tell a story. That's what this channel is about. That's what we're doing here. And I hope you stay along for the ride. It's gonna be a very fun ride. And I promise, even if it doesn't seem super clear now, I promise joining along for this ride is going to be you're not going to regret it. It's going to be one of the most amazing Minecraft experiences we can hopefully create. Yeah, so I guess I'll open up the. I'm gonna say a couple things. I just kind of getting some questions here. Um, are we going to see the other characters in the Commander Apollo universe soon? Very soon. I'll kind of touch on that, but yes, you will. Thank you all so much for the kind words. You can go into making movies. I really appreciate it. Gonna talk about a couple things. Really happy you guys enjoyed the latest video. I also really quickly just want to talk about the mouse pads. Super excited those released. I'll probably be making, you guys are gonna see posts about it for the next couple weeks because it is a limited run and I'm gonna be talking about it and promoting it. Obviously, if you can't buy one, that's okay. Things are expensive now, and I totally understand if you can't afford one, but it was just a cool opportunity to be able to do something like this, and so I'm really happy to launch the mouse pads. We worked with some amazing artists to bring these to life, and Friskini actually worked on concepting the art for these, and so their creativity was put into this, and so, and if you do buy one, it helps directly with the videos and making them bigger and better, and so, you know, I definitely am enjoying it. I use one of them. I hope you guys like them. And yeah, I'm just excited we are at opportunity to do something like that. And I love being able to do cool products when they arise, I mean. But I'm just excited we get the opportunity to do one. So again, you're gonna see posts from me about doing it. You know, I'm trying to not make it super like you need to buy this, but like I do want to promote it, and I do want you guys to be able to see it who haven't seen it. So yeah, there's that. I love this kind of storytelling, and I'm a big lore lover. So finding your channel about 2 months ago was so great. Basically binged watched all these two in like 3 weeks. That's awesome. I'm so happy you're enjoying it. Good luck studying, Nightmare. What do you call your multiverse? The Apollo Cinematic Universe is what it's called. I use flashback to do most of my cinematic shots. Apollo, love your content. Was Sasha's story inspired by Paranorman? A little bit. Definitely some inspiration. I pulled from a lot of places, and obviously, if you've seen Paranorman, there's some big similarities between the ending segment and the tree and all of that. I definitely pulled from there. Sasha's story didn't come directly from there. I knew what I wanted to do in the beginning, and then I kind of pulled from a lot of different places to help tell her story. But a lot of the foundation of her story was there to begin with. Are any new characters, YouTubers, going to appear as the story progresses, or will it be the same cast? You're going to see a lot of new faces. I'm going to put it this way. So far, the cast list is around 50 people, including YouTubers, in the cinematic universe. By the end of this year, we'll be over 100. Have fun with that. How did you find out about Laughless? Me and him are actually really good friends. We met at VidCon last year. I love that dude. He's such a great guy. His content is spectacular. Please go check him out. He's an amazing content creator. I've been chatting with him a while, wanted him in a video for a while. So that was, yeah, me and him met through Narfi pretty much. Kind of. So I hope you guys are binging the series. I hope it isn't too confusing. Obviously, I know it's hard to binge these type of things, and I know it's kind of hard to, like, there's a lot of episodes, and by the end of the series, there'll be a lot of episodes, but I'm hopefully trying to make it equate to, you know, you're watching a TV series, and you're watching a show. Like, there's a lot of episodes. And yes, all of them are important, and you want to watch them in order to kind of get a grasp of where the story is going. Obviously, when you're watching YouTube, some people aren't quite used to that, and that's totally okay. And so having and finding ways to make it easier for people to come in and digest the information of the cinematic universe is really important. So something you guys are going to be noticing is I'm going to be breaking the fourth wall and really helping people be able to ease into this while still delivering the greater story. And it's a really hard balance, and I try and balance as best as I can. Yo, Nico. Nico Yaps. Thank you, man. Look, I just got the perm. I hope it looks good. I don't know. How long does it take to finish the editing and shooting the scene? I mean, we do the recording block of the YouTubers going through the experience. That takes about an hour and a half to 3 hours. And then it usually takes me anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to edit the video from beginning to end, of which I do all of the editing. So I do all the cinematics, the audio work, the cutting, camera work, music, sound effects, all of it is from me. There's so many comments. So many questions. The dude with the dead grandma is inspired by Psycho, that old movie, the famous shower scene. And funny enough, it actually wasn't inspired by Psycho. I will give someone a thumbs up and a like if they can find out where that was from, but it's not from Psycho. It is pulling from something. If you know me and you saw the title of the most recent video, you know I like Eldritch Horror. Wink, wink, nod, nod. That's a hint. At which movie it started being almost all scripted because the first one wasn't, right? Really, again, yeah, descript everything based on idea. So really what happens is there's a script, we do make scripted content. Hey, by the way, most content on YouTube is scripted, wink, wink, nod, nod. Just letting you know. That is just true. Not a bad thing. In fact, I really try to make it really apparent that we do that because I'm not trying to hide the fact that we make scripted content because, to be honest, if we didn't script the content, it would be really boring. It would be very, very boring and repetitive, and I hate repetition. I like things to feel new and fresh. That's me. And so I really try and write the story, but the biggest thing we try and do is why I think the trapping YouTubers videos are so people like those so much and why I love them is because they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going to happen when they enter the story. And so they are going in completely authentically into the story. So from the perspective of you guys, you know, you're kind of put into the shoes of the YouTubers while... OBS disconnected and reconnected? Am I still here? Am I good? Okay, my OBS said it disconnected, reconnected, so I think I'm still good. Am I good, guys? Am I good? I hope I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna keep yapping until someone says I'm not. But basically what, you know, where was I going with this? They go in, complete... Puff, where are you guys all coming from? Hi, Puff. Basically, they come in for the most part, and not all the time. Sometimes they come in with a script and they come in with, like, especially if they're like a character or whatever. But for the most part, every YouTuber comes in completely, when they're trapping YouTubers video, completely blind to the story, and they are the authentic experience coming into it while the story is happening to them and around them. And so that is one of the, that is really how the experience works. And then sometimes they come in with a script. Like, for example, Inception. Inception, everyone had a script and everyone had a role to play for that story. And you just can't have a story like that unless it's scripted. Again, I do know when you come into these videos for the first time, it's hard because we want to make a story that's connecting. So I have to follow up on previous things, as you would in any show. You know, you want things to connect. It also means it becomes harder when people come in brand new. So there's a world where I have to kind of have people be able to mostly watch something for its own thing, and then those scenes with Commander Apollo spark curiosity for what is there more. And my hope is that you basically go and watch the other episodes after that, and that sparks your curiosity to go watch the other episodes and catch up on the story. I know obviously that's kind of a difficult thing and some people just aren't interested in that, and that's totally okay. That's totally fine. But I promise you, if you do end up doing that, you are definitely participating in a overarching story that I want to hopefully deliver to you guys that is big and rewarding and feels like you're watching something that has an end goal. And so yeah, we started scripting them pretty early on, to be honest, and that was really it. And then, you know, the unscripted moments are very obvious, and we still keep those in. We still keep the authenticity of those unscripted moments in the videos because that's why you guys watch, and they're still fun to have those unscripted moments. I'm gonna go through, there's a lot of questions. So yeah, we'll just do the Q&A. What was the most difficult video you've ever made? Probably Inception. Inception was really hard, and I still hope that video, you know, does better in the future. If you haven't seen YouTube Escape Inception in Minecraft, please go check it out. It's my favorite video on the channel, probably just very personally. And so that was a really hard one to make. A lot of time went into that one. I'm seeing a lot of questions about Commander Apollo. We can answer some stuff about him a little bit. If you're not caught up in the lore, I recommend definitely going back and watching all the videos because you will get more context on who that character is if you go back. But he's a super important character. And really the goal of this last video was for new people to kind of start connecting the tissue of everything. If you've been a dedicated fan, everything's been very separate. And now we have to start making everything feel connected. Thank you so much for joining for 3 months. Thank you so much. Everything has to start kind of intertwining and feeling connected. And so this video is supposed to establish that Commander Apollo, if you know, from a bare bones basis, if you've never seen him before, you don't know who it is, you are told 3 things. A, it's a multiverse, there's different versions of me. 2, these characters don't have access to the multiverse and other universes. And 3, this guy is bad. If you know nothing else, Commander Apollo is a bad dude. And that's all you need to know for new people coming into the story. And the goal is to hopefully have you go back and want to investigate more about these characters. I hope it accomplished that. I also realize and fully understand if it doesn't accomplish that, it's going to throw some people off. People are going to be kind of like, what the heck is going on? This is confusing, which of course it'll be a little confusing if you're new. That's why I hope to give as much information as possible to let you know that there is ways to get your answers. So yeah. Yeah, I just love working with so many different content creators. Who are the main characters who will return? You will find out. I think the biggest thing, you know, I want to establish is that this point going forward, you're going to be finding out who the core characters of the story are, at least for phase 1. Which, by the way, for everyone new here, TLDR, and by the way, as I've said many times, if you're an old audience fan and you've been here for a while, definitely make sure to help the community out. I think the biggest thing is, in order to make this work, is it relies on you guys, the community and the fans, to help other fans out and help other new people coming in, and make sure, you know, we tell them this information. It relies on a fan base that is in a community. I mean, not fan base, just community of amazing people working together to help kind of establish information that's already been said and point people in the right directions, because they're coming in, you know, they're coming in to something, you know, and maybe feeling like they're at the midway point. And so helping ease that transition is always going to be really great. So TLDR, on that note, I'm going to answer a lot of your guys' questions with one fellow swoop. This is a branching cinematic universe that is going to last 7 to 10 years across 3 phases. We are in the middle of phase 1, and it will end. And once the videos end, the story ends, the channel is over. There will be no more videos on Apollo TV. Apollo TV is a story being told over the next 7 to 10 years, and it will have an ending, and there will no longer be any videos after that end. And we're coming together to tell the biggest Minecraft story ever told with with 90% of the Minecraft community, like creator base. It's gonna be very big. You're gonna be here for the biggest Minecraft story ever told. And it will be all here on YouTube. So it's gonna be very exciting. I'm very, very excited. So welcome to the story. It's gonna be a wild ride. Which, by the way, I love when you guys make edits. Oh my gosh, I love the whole team and all the all the actors in the main crew. All love seeing the edits and the fan art and everything. Please go hog wild with it. We love it. It's so cool. Question: if I made a Minecraft map, would you create a story in it? Maybe, probably not. I don't want to put that out there that I would, because I don't know. And also, I have the next stories written for the next year, so I know what the next 4 episodes are gonna be, and then I know the full story for the next 10 years. So it's I know where things are pretty much going. So things are really concrete. So what is Sasha's powers? That's a great question. So I think I would really, there's a lot of, that was something that I really led, there's a lot of details in the story that are up to you guys to kind of figure out, especially in the books. If you read the books, especially one of the books in particular, has a lot of details and hints towards her powers. In the flashback, we kind of see what those powers are. I'll give you a hint, like light and darkness, electricity. That's kind of where that goes. It's really important. But it's a hard balance because there's so much information to tell you guys in these videos. And so her powers are important, but they're not as important as what she's going through because of them. And so the heart of the story for me was that experience, and her powers were something that you can kind of figure out and insinuate along the story and based on what's happening. And then obviously there might be more information on her powers in the future. Also, I saw Kevin. Kevin! I love you as Kevin. Go check out his videos. He's awesome. What comes after you finish all the stories? I don't know. Probably go make movies. I'll probably go make a feature-length film, live action. I'll still be doing YouTube, but just not Apollo. Maybe I'll do something different. Books? Maybe I'll write a book. I don't know. No, there's not books. There's not books. There's no books. There's no books. But I might write books. I'm just saying I might write a book. I don't know. Where do you get your ideas for all your videos, or what made you create the Apollo Cinematic Universe, or what did you just happen while doing YouTube videos? To not give you the full backstory, because I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I just made movies. I went to film school and I loved telling stories, and I wanted to make movies growing up, but I also grew up in the Minecraft community. I loved Minecraft growing up. And so I always had an idea for a bigger Minecraft story, and I had this idea for a long time, and I just decided to do it myself. So that's what we're doing. And I really hope it lives up to honor the Minecraft community, because that's the goal at the end of the day. Books as in books in the video. If we're talking about books, I'm talking about the books in the video. There's books in the books that the physical books in the Minecraft video that they pick up. That's what I'm talking about. Is there going to be a good ending, a bad ending, or bittersweet ending? I guess you will have to wait and see. See you in 7 to 10 years. What Apollo is your favorite Apollo? I know where the story goes. I have to say, there's one Apollo that you're going to get a follow-up this year with, and I really like where his story goes. Will there be Cobble? Most likely. Always Cobble for you, Puff. Always Cobble for you. I hope to make stories one day. It seems cool. You can, and you probably will. Everyone here is an amazing storyteller and has that in them. Suggestion: use VR for fight scenes, because why not? I don't know about that one. That might not look great, but we do have plans for the way we're going to do fight scenes. And I'm very excited. Will Lloyd return? Yes, he will. What are your favorite movies, books, videos which inspired your cinematic universe? There's a lot of inspiration. I pull from so many different media. I'm kind of a cliche in a lot of ways. Like, I pull from everywhere. I mean, there's some heavy inspo from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and just how to build out a cinematic universe. I think the biggest deviation is I'm really focused on trying to make sure everything feels super connected. And that's my focus right now, as I'm trying to connect the tissue of everything going forward. It's a big focus of mine. But there's a lot of media that I go towards. Thank you so much, Calf Cup. I'm glad you're binging it. That's so awesome. I felt emotionally connected to Sasha because I'm assuming I was an outcast in my school because I grew up with a different kid of childhood that most kids, someone struggling with something similar hit me good. That was the whole point of Sasha's story. It was to connect with you guys. And, you know, there's a little bit of me and Sasha too. I was that kid. I wasn't popular, I was kind of weird. And I connected with Minecraft a lot growing up as my comfort. And the whole point of her story was to really tell you guys and the community, like, you're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling. And if you had that feeling and now you're an adult, or if you are currently in that state and you have that feeling right now as a kid, you're not alone. You're never alone, no matter what. And that was the whole point of her story. Who do you hope join the ACU? A lot. And we have a lot of surprises coming up this year. There's some faces you're not going to expect. There's some faces that you guys have already asked for in this live stream that I've already spoken to. And they're going to come in kind of a cool way. There's some things you're not going to see coming this year. And it's going to really put in perspective the Minecraft part of this all. Well, you have some players from the Unstable SMP in the cinematic... Stop. I had a timer going for this. But I'm not done. Will you have some players from the Unstable SMP in the cinematic universe? I would love to connect with the Unstable guys. Some of them I've been able to connect with, and some of them I haven't, but that's kind of the new nature. You have to remember, like, it's a slow process of connecting with everyone, and also some people just don't want to be involved, and that's totally okay. Some people they're in their own thing, and they already have a lot going on their plate, let alone joining a cinematic universe. And we try and make it easy for people to join, but just know, like, if someone doesn't want to join, don't harass them. But, like, I'm definitely, connecting with creators and people, and I want more people to join because it's so much fun. And so that's an ongoing process. The only way to help with that is, the video, watching the videos and sharing them around and sharing them with creators. Don't pester anyone, but, like, the more it's known, and I hate asking that, but, like, it is true. Like, the more it spreads out, the better chances of other people joining in. That's due to the nature of it. But again, don't pester anyone, and just, I'm just happy you guys enjoy it. I'm happy you guys are here and you're enjoying the series. Just finished your Minecraft playlist. Let's go. Welcome to being caught up. That's really important. I will say to all of you here, 143 of you, a lot of you are new, right? Some of you, I'm assuming a lot of you are new here. Okay, listen up, lock in. I need you to lock in with me, okay? We're making eye contact, okay? You have your friends who are not here, who just started, your family maybe, I don't know. You have 2 months to lock in and catch up. You're gonna wanna catch up 2 months from now. You're gonna wanna catch up. You're gonna wanna catch up on the playlist from 2 months from now. 2 months. You have until the end of July/August to catch up. And from that point on, it's gonna be a roller coaster. 2 months. I will see you in 2 months, where a lot of the questions you guys are asking right now, you are going to get a lot of answers to and follow-ups from. I wonder where Junior Apollo is. I wonder what's happening with him. I wonder, he woke up a year later, and we're kind of coming up to that. We're almost there. We're almost to a year later. I wonder what that's about. I wonder what Commander Apollo's gonna do. I wonder what he means by contestants. That's weird. I wonder what he means by that. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens. Anyways. So what happened to scientists after the characters disappear? We don't know. That's a good question. I don't really know. Or maybe I do. When you create a universe, do you do everything all by yourself, or do you get help construction in place? Oh, I get help a lot with, I mean, like animation wise and like stories. I write all the stories, so I write the whole story myself. But like builds and data packs and a lot of the logistics, I get a lot of help from mainly Zach, who's like my producer. You guys seen Zach in the videos, obviously. Zach is my producer and helps collaborate with me on all of this. And for Skeeny as well. Sunny is queer. I don't know why I still do that. Sunny Mariah is a builder, and a lot of the team help build stuff that you guys are familiar with. A lot of these guys all help out in a lot of different ways. And they're also definitely very, I write the story, but they also definitely help with like their characters. It's still them, and so they'll have input on things they want to do with their character or different ideas. And so, yeah. I love coffee. I love my coffee. I love coffee. Which is your favorite Minecraft SMP/YouTuber? I don't have a favorite. Most nostalgic, like one I would love to work with. And I'm gonna zip it right there. I grew up with Captain Sparkles. And he's like nostalgic wise one of my favorite YouTubers. If they make a second Minecraft movie, I want to see the name as director. That's very sweet of you. Hey, look, I'm just a YouTuber today making movies about Minecraft on YouTube. But if I ever got the opportunity, if Mojang ever hit me up, hey, I'm game. Or Microsoft, or both. I don't know how that would work. But like, hey, I would love to do something. Genuinely. So hit me up. My email is always open. Let me know. Can we get a music playlist for something at one point? Really love the background music from all episodes. There is a playlist. So go to Spotify. Maybe I'll show you guys real quick. If you guys go to Spotify, I think it doesn't have everything. It does not have everything. But I did a lot of the main ones in like my personal favorites. Yeah, so I'll just share my screen real quick. Right here is the Apollo Cinematic Universe playlist. It's made by B. It's just Apollo Cinematic Universe. It has a lot of songs, and I will always be adding to this whenever something new happens. I will just add to this. So here you guys go save it. It's yours. Post the blooper episode to show. I'd love to do that. We have a lot. It's honestly to the point where we're moving so fast that it would be. We want to do one. It's just hard to find the time to do it. And honestly, I would have to have someone else edit it. Probably like Jay for the second channel. By the way, go check out Apollo Uncut. I post weekly content on there. And if you want to know a channel that's not gonna end, that one, Apollo Uncut. Link in description, I think, maybe. It's great. I post a lot of fun Minecraft content on there. That's just, if you want complete authentic Minecraft content that's not story based, go to that channel. That's what that channel is. How flexible is the overarching story right now? Like, is it completely fleshed out, or does each video come with their more story planning? I would say it's a mix of both, because like it's concrete in the sense that so there's 3 phases. And I know the arcs of those phases. I know the big plot points of each of those phases. And I know for the most part where most characters are going to go. And I'm always kind of adjusting, though. I am adjusting as time goes on to better fit those arcs and the ending. The ending of the story is the most concrete. I know the last 3 episodes of ApolloTV very well because I think the best thing is you have to know the trajectory. You have to know where everything's going in order to adjust accordingly. So the ending has to be super concrete. That way, because it's so big, I don't want to change anything without knowing where it's going. And so I made sure I knew that really well before I make any changes. And then from video to video, yeah, I do like those, all the stories in each video individually is kind of written for the year. Kind of like on an episode basis of like, I'm like basically writing a season of television where I sit down in Christmas time and I go, okay, what's the next season gonna look like? What's the next 8 to 10 episodes gonna be like? And what's this arc? And I write by an arc. So like after the next 4 episodes, that's kind of the end of the next arc, not the end of the phase. You will know when the end of the phase happens. I'm gonna make that really clear. It will be very obvious when a phase is over. There's only 3, and it'll be very clear being like phase 1 is over, we are into phase 2. It'll be very clear. But anyways, yeah, there's flexibility from story to story to make sure I can flesh out certain characters and ideas and all of that. Hopefully it wasn't a long ramble. Immersive portals would be great if it works with flashback. If it works with flashback, it will be put in, but as of right now, I don't think it works with flashback yet. Someone prove me wrong. How much longer do you currently plan for the series to last? Around 7 to 10 years. I think my guess is we're probably, it's hard to say. My guess is we're around 8 years left. That's my guess. Maybe 10. Depends. There's so much. I finished the episode now. Apollo stream. I literally Goosebumps follow. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you enjoyed it. Hi Apollo, I love your videos. Although I'm new here, because fortunately one of your videos got me interested to the point that I subscribe for more. But I watch almost all of it. And awesome. Thank you so much. Is the first episode gonna be important? First episode of what? I don't know what that means. Every episode's important. How do you come up with the idea to make your videos, and how much time does it take to make you one video? It takes around a month, and we're gonna take a lot longer, be honest with you. We're cutting down our cadence. Usually we were like posting once a month, and now we're gonna be posting every other month pretty much, mainly because it's just hard to keep up. And I'm also gonna be dedicating a lot more time to the stories and making sure they are ironed out. I just wanna make sure I'm very thorough about the stories and also delivering, I'm really delivering. Every single video should feel big and should give you some information, and you should always be learning a little bit more and more as you keep on going. So yeah. Hi Apollo, I love the way you do your videos, but I'm just wondering how you write up the story and decide what characters do. Do you write as a script, and how long would it take to write? I write it, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I started out more of an outline, and now I'm full on screenplay. If you're familiar with a screenplay, like a script for like a movie, I write the videos exactly like I would write a movie, where it's like dialogue, and I write the scripting lines. I write it by locations and scenes, like exterior, interiors. I'm full on scripting, like a film at this point. We're full. It's moving more and more and more into just like full on movie productions at this point, which I'm not mad about. I love doing that. Have you thought about having Hermitcraft life series people in the ACU? Yes, I have. How do you feel after completing the latest video? Really grateful, really blessed. I don't know. I'm just happy to be here. And if it ends tomorrow, that's okay. I am happy with all the stories I've gotten to tell. I hope I get to tell the rest of the story. but I feel really blessed, and I pray about it a lot, that I hope I'm doing it right. I'm a Christian. Hello. But like, I just pray a lot about a lot, and I pray that I'm really delivering you guys a story that is meaningful. And I don't want to deliver schlop. I want to deliver something that is that you guys saw the last video, is something that really means something. And I want you guys as people in the Minecraft community to feel proud to be in this community, like I have felt proud. And I hope to really deliver something that when you sit at the end of the full series, at the very end, you just have the big smile on your face because you're like, I'm proud to be in the Minecraft community. I can't believe we made it to this point. And I also get to think about the implications of the greater theme of the story and what it means for me and my life. And a lot of what I'm setting out to do is hopefully tell something with really good moral implications and something that really stays with audiences for years to come. That's my goal. I don't know how I got here, but yeah, really grateful. Just really grateful. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Thank you guys for the advice. And, you know, I appreciate the critiques on stuff too. You know, sometimes it's hard to hear, but it's good to hear. I think when you're telling stories, you immediately you subject yourself to more criticism. People are more critical when you're telling a story. That's good. That's really good, because now you're in a space where the stories are meaning something, and therefore the responsibility of telling a good story is more on your shoulders. And I want to make sure that I'm taking that and applying it and doing it right. So your voice acting is amazing. Thank you so much. Did you take lessons, or are you naturally just talented? I just try. I've been practicing for a long time, I guess, but I have no training. I truly love how Minecraft has become its own medium for people to make incredible videos and stories and just straight up art past couple of years. It's so special. Totally agree. One quick question. That one video where Apollo and his team were in the desert, where Apollo got stayed because he got stabbed right in the head then he woke up. Is there like a part 2? July is going to be really important. I really suggest catching up on everything. Cough, cough, desert video. Cough, cough, horrific war. Cough, cough, nether. Those are really important. See you all in July. Thank you so much. I think it's Mina. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. What was the IRL section in Inception video about? Well, I don't know if you mean the context of that story. There's that context, but there's also greater implications. Considering how much popularity ARGs have gone recently, can we expect some spooky storytelling like the recent Eldritch Force video? Very much. I mean, I wouldn't call myself an ARG. I wouldn't say that. I'm not an ARG because it has a very specific field of storytelling. I don't think I'm that. Personally, I don't see myself that. I see myself more as like a summer blockbuster kind of feeling. But point being, nothing ARG, but yes, horror. Yes. In fact, I would say the scariest video has yet to come by far. And September/October, you might be getting the scariest video on the channel. I'm very excited about that one. We're currently writing that one. It's pretty cool. Is July going to be the end of the ACU? No. 10 years, guys. 10 years. Tell everyone. 10 years. We got 10 years. We're still in the middle of phase 1. We got a lot more to do. We have a lot of story to tell. We're heading in a direction. July is just a very important one. Every video is very important, especially this year. Going forward, every video is honestly upping in importance. It's going to keep on, they're building upon each other now. It's no longer this story and then like tee up to the next story. It's going to be a lot of stacking. Like we're stacking upon each other now, and we're leading to the 4th episode of the year. It's all leading to a certain direction, for sure. Is horror your favorite genre? Actually, no. I love horror, but it's not my favorite genre. I think it's very easy to utilize on YouTube and in the Minecraft niche. It works really well. But as the story expands, my hope is that our genres, the genres of the videos will expand as well. Good thing I joined right now because I'm a bit confused since I watch the videos not in order. Anyways, thank you for the team for making such wonderful videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we try and design it to where you still can watch them out of order. But again, it's kind of hard when, again, you're trying to have reoccurring characters and overlapping stories. And so I think the biggest thing is like definitely encouraging people to watch the videos in order if you can. At the end of the day, it is all a connected story, and so there's going to be details popping up in future videos that you're going to want to watch past videos to understand what's going on. I may have missed it, but with how complex the story and worlds are, will the monthly upload schedule stay the same? No. We decided about a month ago that we're going to move to a every other month schedule. This is because of that reason, to make sure the stories are at the highest quality. And making sure we're elevating them too. I want to make sure I'm delivering the best videos possible and the best stories possible, and I don't want to compromise. Which it was getting to a point where I was looking like I might have to compromise, and then I said, heck no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna compromise. We're gonna delay things a little bit so that we can keep up with that cadence of storytelling. Will there be more small videos of you and your friends having fun in Minecraft? Two things here. One, the second channel is going to have a lot of that. If you go to Apollo and Kai, if you just want to see the friend group being the friend group, there is all of that. And I know there's a part of this that people want that part of it, and that is going to come back in certain ways, 100%. That's not going away completely. In fact, it's going to service to the story when it does come back. Here's the game I have to play. This is the hardest part, is building a channel that is growing and is bringing in new people and is still sustaining me while also staying true to the story and what I want to do and the way I want to do it. That's a hard balance, and that's why we're focusing a lot on these trapping YouTuber videos. People love the authenticity. I love doing them. They're amazing, but it means less so of the more natural friends playing a mod pack and going through that experience. And it was naturally going to move away from that anyway because of the story, but even more so because I have to be really strategic and smart. That being said, though, you guys saw a taste, right? Where you guys saw a taste of multi-story, like multi-plot lines happening in one video. This last video was basically, you had the main storyline, and then you had also like the Mr. Cube storyline, and then you also had the Commander storyline. That is going to be implemented going forward a lot, where you're going to have a B plot of other characters and stories in the main trapping YouTubers videos, and it's going to have a A plot and a B plot. The A plot being the trapping YouTubers part, and the B plot, which is other characters connecting to that. And you're going to get follow-ups, and you're going to see reoccurring characters in that way, and all that. Yo, love reviews, but is it scripted? Yes, they're scripted. They are scripted. Trapping YouTubers, the YouTubers themselves, are not scripted. They don't know what's happening, for the most part. Asterisks. Sometimes I have them do scripted things. like 1 or 2 of them. I will tell them beforehand something's going to happen and you need to do this. That does happen. But I'm going to go forward and just say, for the most part, most of the videos are scripted. Again, I know it's YouTube. I know sometimes people aren't very familiar with scripted content on YouTube per se, but that's what we're doing here. And we're telling stories and movies in Minecraft. And yes, it is scripted. It's going to be scripted. If you don't like scripted content, this may not be the place for you, but I hope I'm telling still authentic stories. Anyways, I will always answer that question because I totally understand the question. And I'm very honest and open about the question because I don't want others to be confused by that. And I totally get it. Question, is the little girl dead or not coming back? Is she important? I will say for all intensive purposes, she moved on. She is resting. The implications of her story might not be over, but for the time being, Sasha's story has ended. And that was really important to make sure we wrap that up for the most part. So yeah. I will answer that call once again. I have a question I had for a while. Your character is a TV, right? If someone were to put you in water or shove you in water, would you die or get stunned? No, I wouldn't. Hey Paula, I know I've asked many questions today, but just want to say your vids and journey has been so inspiring. You are taking Minecraft content creation to a new level, sending lots of love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Mira. Thank you so much. As someone who's been creating a complex story in free time, it's cool to hear how other people develop theirs. Yeah, it's very interesting. Everyone has a different process. Have you got anything spooky planned for October 3rd? Also, I love the look of Scientist Commander Apollo. Same here. I don't have anything planned for October 3rd per se. I mean, I don't think so. Dates are hard. I don't know exact dates, but I know months. I know general months, but I don't know dates. Can you do a video without script? I did just explain why it's scripted. If you don't want scripted content, go to Apollo Uncut. This channel is gonna be scripted. Again, it's stories, and the stories need to be scripted, or else they're boring. To be honest with you guys, when we haven't scripted, and we've done things not scripted, they've led to very boring endings. And then people were like, that ending sucked. And I was like, yeah. So again, I don't mean to be harping about it, but I just want to make clear, it's going to be scripted content. It's going to continue scripted content with unscripted elements. Not everything is scripted. I want to make that really clear. Not everything is scripted. But there's a lot of improv and unscripted elements that just happen in the videos, and you're not losing that. And every single video has unscripted elements that are just naturally happening as we play through the story. It's like a D&D experience. We're just kind of playing through what's happening. So yeah. Yeah, that's really, I hope that makes sense. I know that might bum people somehow, and I just hope that makes sense, and I hope that clears things up. And again, yeah. Are you going to do a canon live stream? Probably not. That wouldn't make sense, to be honest. I love scripted content. I love scripted content too. Hey, spoiler alert. Most of the content you guys watch that on Minecraft that you don't think is scripted. Just putting that out there. Most things are scripted. whether you want it to be or not. And that's okay. Scripting is good. Scripting leads to better storytelling and better moments and your favorite characters having awesome moments and good stories. Like that's what leads to that. It's only bad, in my opinion, when someone's being dishonest about whether it's being scripted. The pretending something is scripted when it's not and dishonest about that is, I think, where people lead to the mentality of scripting is bad, especially like of when it's treated dishonestly. But that's just my opinion. I do have After Effects. Sorry, there's so many questions, so I definitely miss things. So it's basically like a D&D campaign where the players are allowed to approach stuff however they want, as long as it doesn't derail the campaign. Yes, that's a I use D&D as a comparison a lot. You know, I use that a lot as a comparison, because it's basically like they are put into a story that isn't going to change that much, but they can interact with the story any way they want, right? That's what leads to all those funny moments that you guys like in the Trap User videos of the YouTubers like making fun of B13, or it leads to improv from B13 themselves being like, I got that dog in me. That was improv. That wasn't scripted. That just happened. And so those natural moments are going to happen. Last question before I sleep. What do you think about your community? Also, I hope the ending is hard to predict and not some same thing about they save the world. I hope it's not predictable. I think parts of it will be. I'm not here to do a big twist, but I am here to reveal things and build upon the characters and make it feel satisfying. There's a lot to it. It's very complex, and I'm very excited to get there one day. Will there be any fan events, meetup for the fans? Would love to interact with the viewers. Oh yeah, by the way, hey, the entire team for Apollo is going to be at VidCon this year. We're going to be at VidCon. Entire team. We're going to be at VidCon. See you there. We're going to make a big announcement, but we're going to be at VidCon this year. So hopefully see you there. Do you think that, sorry, there's so many questions. Keep the work. Love it. Sorry. Thanks for making such incredible content. Keep making videos. Thank you so much. I use Flashback. Okay. Some really good questions, and I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning to the stream. I know you guys have a lot of questions. Here's what I ask from you guys. You know, if you're new here, welcome to the Apollo Cinematic Universe. I'm so glad you're here for the ride. If you want any clarifying questions or, you know, answers to questions, join the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord. We have a whole community there that is can answer questions in the lore chat over there. If you go to questions, I'll answer questions. The team will answer questions about things. There's a lot of lore docs explaining the layers of the ACU so far and fan theories. And I think the biggest thing I can say to you all is thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you guys for joining this channel and subscribing into the story. And, you know, you guys can have fun with it. We love seeing your edits. We love seeing your theories. Feel free to just throw everything out there you guys want to. We love seeing it. And, you know, we love your guys' participation and just coming with ideas and helping each other out. I think part of the fun of this is going to be allowing you guys to it, you know, allows you guys to kind of have fun with it too. So anyways, that's about it. That's all I got. Sorry, there's so many questions. We have way more questions on the Discord. Join the Discord. I will see you I can't even speak. I have so much Thank you guys. I love you all. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys in July or at VidCon. I'll either see you at VidCon or I'll see you in July with the next video where Commander Apollo is going to do a lot of